Right, hello. Here we go with lesson. What number was it? Lesson 9, I think. Yeah, linear equations. Bit late this one. Sorry. I've had laryngitis for the last few days. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to solve for x. Solve for x. Find out the value of x. So nice and simple ones. Yeah, plus 2 equals 4. So we have to get everything over to the right hand side and leave the x on the left so we can find the value of it. Now this is plus 2, so we need to subtract 2. We do the opposite function. Opposite function, yeah. So whatever's happening to the thing we need to get rid of, we need to do the opposite. So we subtract 2, and because it's an equal sign, we've got to do the same on both sides to keep it balanced. So if we subtract 2 from that, we're left with x. Subtract 2 from the 4, we're left with 2. And if we have x minus 3 equals 10, then we need to do the opposite there. So we need to add 3. And that will cancel that out. And add 3 on that side to give you 13. If we have an x divided by 4 equals 10, because it's being divided by 4, we need to multiply by 4. So multiply that by 4 and it cancels out to leave the x, and multiply that by 4 and it leaves you 40. If you have x squared equals 49, the opposite of a square is a square root, so we need to square root both sides. And you square root the x squared, it cancels that out, and you need the square root of 49, which is, 7 times 7 equals 49, but there's a catch because minus 7 times minus 7 equals 49 as well. So the answer there, you've got to cater for both the plus and the minus, so you do that. You don't do that, do you? Because that's just a random little line. What you do is you put the number 7 there. What else can we do? Let's have a look. So the square root of x equals 10. So now we're going to square both sides. So that squared cancels, and 10 squared is 10 times 10, which is 100. Right, so n plus 23 equals 28. We need to subtract 23, so n will equal 5. 5x equals 35. We need to divide by 5 to leave x, and that will be 35 divided by 5 is 7. X minus 7 equals 7. Supposed to be a 7. Add 7. Add 7 to both sides. X equals 14. P equals 40. So divide by 5. P equals 40 divided by 5, 8. X over 9 equals 5. So we need to multiply by 9 to leave x, and 5 9s are 45. Now, okay, so far. Now, two-step. So we've got 3x plus 7 equals 19. So first of all, we need to get rid of the 7, so we'll subtract 7. That leaves 12. Now we've got times 3, so we need to divide by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 12 plus 6x equals minus 18. I wonder if the minus 18 is going to cause us a problem. We need to get rid of the 12. So we subtract 12, which leaves 6x there. and minus 18 minus 12 is minus 30. Now we need to divide by 6, and minus 30 divided by 6, well 5 sixes is 30, but there's a minus in there, so it's minus 5. Lots and lots of these. Much practice. 15 equals 5x plus 5. Now the x is over there on the right, doesn't matter. Let's subtract 5. So we've got 10 equals 5x. And let's divide by 5. So 10 divided by 5 is 2 equals x, or x equals 2. It doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference. 37 equals 13 minus 8a. So let's get rid of the 13. It's plus 13. So subtract 13. 13 away from that is 24. And we're left with minus 8a. Now we need to divide by minus 8. So 24 divided by minus 8 equals a. 8 into 24 go 3, but there's a minus. So a equals minus 3. Right, so that's a two-step operation. Then there was x on both sides. So imagine we have 5x plus 5 equals 4x plus 8. Sorry I'm speaking so quietly, I'll try and preserve my voice. Now get rid of the smallest number of x's here because they're both plus. So I'm going to take 4x away from both sides. So that leaves x plus 5 equals 8. Now subtract 5. So it leaves x. 8 minus 5 is 3. 2y plus 5 equals 5y minus 4. So let's get rid of the 2y to leave 5. 2y off that equals 3y minus 4. Now we're going to add 4. So that leaves 3y over there and 9 over there. Now divide by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3 equals y. Okay. We got some more. Then we broke off a bit to identify some things. Now there's an expression, and this could be 2x plus 3. It doesn't equal anything, and it doesn't help you find out anything. It's just an expression. Then you have an equation. Now an equation is where you have to find out the value of x. So 3x plus 7 equals. Now this is equals to something, and like the ones we've done, the linear equations before, we just move things around until we found out the value of x. Then you had a formula. Now this helps you find out something. So we can have a equals pi r squared. And this is the formula for finding the area of a circle. So it still equals something, but the equation equals, it could be equal to, well, it won't be equal to x, but usually a number, so you find x. But once you've found the values of pi and r, you can work them out to find the value of a, so that's a formula. And then the last one, you had an identity. Now this identity doesn't work, I'm just making this up for demonstration purposes. Plus b, boom, boom, boom. 2x minus 3a plus 7b. And this is easily spotted because it's got 3 parallel lines. And what the difference between an identity and these other things here is that no matter what the value of x is, it's still the same on both sides. The total is still the same. And we came back to some more things on both sides, and we did that. equals 41 minus 3n. So let's do that one. Now, this one you'd normally get rid of there because it's 3n, but we're going to do that just because it's got a minus sign. So I'm going to add 3n to both sides, which gives 7n plus 6 equals 41. Then I'm going to subtract 6, 7n, 41 minus 6 is 35, divide by 7, so n equals 35, divide by 7, which is 5. A few more. 18 minus 4v equals 3v plus 4. So now what I'm going to do, instead of going for the smaller one there, I'm going to do this one so that we can get rid of the minus. So I'm going to add 4v onto both sides. So that will be 18, 7v plus 4. Then subtract 4, which gives you 7v on the right and 14 on the left. And then divide by 7, which is 2. 14 divided by 7 is 2, equals v. Then we looked at some with brackets. And of course you can get combinations of everything all together, all at once. Plus 2 equals 20. So first of all you're going to expand the brackets. So 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8 equals 20. Then subtract 8. So you've got 4x equals 20 minus 8 is 12. And then divide by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. And we have a minus outside the bracket now. It doesn't matter whether it equals 0, it makes no difference. So this is minus 4y, and 4 3's is minus 12 equals 0. So we need to add 12. So we've got minus 4y equals 12. Then we need to divide by minus 4. So y equals 12 divided by minus 4, which equals 12 divided by 4 is 3, so it's a minus 3. Y equals down a bit, but never mind that. Let's have a look at that anymore. I've got thousands of these. So yeah, just you write all these down and have a go yourself before you pause the video or something like that. Doesn't matter. So we've got 5y plus 5 6 is 30 equals minus 30. Take away 30. Leave 5w, sorry. Minus 30 is minus 60. And then divide by 5. So leave you w. So you've got minus 60 divided by 5, which is 12, isn't it? 5 12s is 60, but it's minus 12. Let's do this one. 2, 4x plus 7 equals 62. So we've got 8x plus 14 equals 62. Take away 14 leaves you 8x. 8x. 14 off of that is, hang on, 4 from 12 is 8. And 1 from 5 is 4, so it's 48. So now we need to divide by 8. So you've got x is 48 divided by 8, which is 6. And let's see whether then we did some fractions, two-step things with fractions. So to start off with, if we just do a single step, equals 4, then we know we've got to multiply by 6. So x equals 4 times 6 is 24. But if we have x over 6 plus 3, equals nothing. We need to minus 3 first. So that will be x over 6 equals minus 3. And then we need to multiply by 6. So x will equal minus 3 times 6 is 18, but it's minus 18. Let's have a look at that. Let's see what else we have there. 9x minus 8 over 8 equals 8. Now the dividing line goes under everything here, so we're going to multiply by 8 first. So I've got 9x minus 8 equals 8 8s are 64. Then I'm going to add 8, which is 9x equals 72, and then divide by 9. So x is 72 divided by 9. 72 divided by 9 is 8. 8 9s are 72. And 3x minus 2 equals 3. So now I'm going to multiply by x minus 2, the whole thing. So I'm going to multiply by x minus 2. And I'm going to put them in brackets to keep it nice and tidy. So I've got 3 on the left. Then this will equal 3 times x minus 2. Now I expand the brackets to be 3x minus 6. Add 6 to both sides. 9 equals 3x. Divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3x divided by 3 is x. What else did we do? Yeah, I think that was about it for that one. Okay, so that's the end of that lesson, and thanks for sticking with it with my creaky old voice. Let's stop that.